Stop, my beloved. This moment holds a truth you have sought. There was a time when your presence felt diminished, when the spaces meant to uplift you instead seemed to ignore your inherent value. I saw how those pathways closed, how your name was whispered with doubt rather than recognition. But understand this, that very quiet, that very disregard was the hidden ground where your most authentic strength blossomed without measure. You did not just endure, you transcended, rising beyond anything you or others could have conceived. Now, my precious one, I call upon your spirit. Declare, I command my truth right now with the full weight of your journey. Seal this declaration with your whole being. I'm waiting on your step, for this is a sacred transaction between us. Do not move from these words until they're very close. A profound revelation awaits you about the places that once tried to make you small. The perspective has shifted. The period of quiet that was meant to lessen you became the very space where your genuine strength bloomed beyond measure. The conversations have changed. They hold no certainty now, only a recognition of the power you hold. The world follows your journey with careful attention. It seeks your singular spirit elsewhere, yet cannot locate it. The sorrow of the past extends beyond your achievements. It is for the deep, slow recognition that this progression was always meant to unfold. The very doorways that were closed on you, you now circle completely, advancing towards realms the old self can never touch. You did not just come back, you returned out of reach of the old grasp. You did not simply heal, you rose beyond all conception. Your name is now uttered with true significance in the exact places it was once disregarded. Though you were distanced, your continued advance now drives the narrative. Your spirit is felt more keenly than ever, yet you have not had to demand recognition. This is the power of your becoming. You did not enter into strife. You offered no bitter reply. You did not plead for your value. You commanded respect by remaining strong amidst what was claimed would shatter you. You passed through the fire untouched and unburdened. And now every location where you were once made to feel insignificant now carries the vibration of your victory. It is not spoken in blame, but in high regard, not as a warning, but as a living testament. The pride of the world prevents open acknowledgement, yet you are observed closely, watched in quiet contemplation, a lesson learned from the very spirit tried to be dimmed. Those who once ignored you now recognize the presence that reminds them of what was lost. This brings a deep realization. You have far exceeded every boundary ever set, and your true self now transforms the surroundings you once sought to fit into. You were the one set aside, kept at a distance, spoken of unkindly and left in the past. Yet the essential unfolding of existence makes certain souls vital for specific times. You were the one pushed from awareness. Now, my precious one, you are the true standard by which strength is quietly judged. The attempt to make you disappear failed. Avoiding your presence is impossible. You became the undeniable illustration of resilience. You are the unspoken benchmark. Hear this clearly. The satisfaction others found in your exclusion has turned to ash. The command they felt when separating you has vanished. The inflated importance gained by speaking lightly of your hardships has collapsed. Your name, once connected to distress, now stirs a deep reverence. Your inner radiance disrupts the false composure of the world. Your genuine achievements disturb the hollow exchanges of the past. Your presence brings forth a quietness that powerfully declares the error of the old ways. And the profound truth is, you never had to compel attention. You never sought affirmation. You were not even attempting to gain praise. The true nature I have awakened in you, my child, is what resonates. You were not seeking confirmation. You were simply settling into the rightful space I established for you. You were not trying to create an outward impression. Yet now your pure presence is the undeniable truth. You never needed to lessen anyone else. You simply became strong enough that you could no longer be ignored. You are the standard, the reason for the shift, the reflection of truth. You are the clear reality that cannot be denied, because it reveals you are one I hold so very dear. This is not simply about correcting a past wrong, my child. This is the magnificent unfolding of my deepest intention. This is what transpires when those I hold dear are allowed to flourish when the moment is ready, my cherished one. Not for public accolades or widespread praise, but to unveil the authentic spirit of those who ridiculed when they cast you aside. You were the name they wished to hush, and now it rings out with greater force. You are more than a fleeting subject in their discussions. You are settled within their consciousness, not with sorrow for you, but with a deep reverence, because they did not comprehend that they were setting the very stage for how you would always be remembered. And now, all that remains for them is to observe. For the person you have become now holds an undeniable significance, my child. And those who choose not to stand with this truth sense a profound void. You are no longer just a physical presence that fills a room. My beloved, internalize this truth. Your true being carries a profound meaning. You were the quiet strength others perceived, the subject that naturally surfaced in their conversations, the unmistakable living proof of what it truly means to flourish. Others gauge themselves by your spirit, my precious one, even as they pretended not to notice. Though they never voiced it, a deep awareness settled within them because of your embodiment of truth. They saw your moments of clear decision, the calm strength held within your repose, and your full restoration after hardship. Each time your name is pronounced, it awakens the memory of what they attempted to disregard, but could not extinguish. Do not mistake their quietness. That stillness holds a heavy weight of remorse. Their momentary pause when your name is spoken anew reveals a fresh acknowledgement of their past actions concerning you. So, my beloved, your name now echoes within them, holding more weight than any praise they might offer. You no longer seek their approval. Your inner self holds profound strength. Your deeds stand as clear evidence. The consistent path you walk reveals truth. They once overlooked your true value. Now you stand recognized, esteemed at the very heart of matters. They could not lessen your presence there, for you were the essential element sustaining its balance. Let this truth sink deep into your understanding. When they moved you from their midst, they also pushed away the calm that lived alongside you. Their loss was not merely your absence. They gave up the deep composure that only blossomed because of your spirit. They persuaded themselves that dismissing you served their best interests, believing they were removing obstacles, clearing distractions, and preserving their own inner quiet. But grasp this profound truth, my precious one. You were the steadfast stillness. You were the reason disorder did not overtake them sooner. You were the anchoring presence whose true worth they never understood, the clear insight they never valued, the gift they only recognized when it departed alongside you. Now their world seems louder than before. Disorientation fills their days. What once unfolded simply now unravels without any clear reason, and they are left with one enduring question. Why does nothing feel stable anymore? You were a genuine haven, my precious one. Your very presence brought a calm balance to the space around you, even when you did not realize its effect. The pure goodness in your heart eased difficulties they never saw coming. The gentle spirit you carried formed a safeguard they ignored until it was no longer there. Let me offer you this clarity. They did not distance you to secure their own well-being. They pushed you away to strengthen their own sense of importance. They mistakenly believed you were creating the difficulties they saw around them. Now, The very foundation of their existence is slowly weakening, beyond their power to restore, because you were the essential part that held its steadiness. It is like removing a vital piece that kept everything working in harmony, simply because a small detail displeased them, only to discover later that nothing now operates as it was meant to. Their experiences no longer feel whole. The natural flow is broken. The one they tried to silence was, in truth, the one who established order. They weep in their private moments, my beloved, not just from a longing for your presence, but because they miss the felt quality of their own lives when you were near. The clear understanding, the sure guidance, the quiet strength, that steadying force that kept their existence aligned. A deep void is now plain to them, and no matter whom they seek or what they pursue, lasting peace remains out of reach. For the essence within you is truly unique. I placed it there myself. Do not carry sorrow about your departure. Do not question if you should have stayed, tried harder, or spoken more words. The truth is, my child, your purpose was never to repair their fractured inner state. You were meant to radiate my light, not to seek permission to shine. I did not lead you away from their company to inflict hardship upon them. I acted to shield you from harm. I sensed the change arriving before they became aware of it. I observed the imperfections in their ways, and I guided you to a new place so you could truly grow. Allow them to face their bewilderment. Let them encounter the challenges, for the calm they once knew was there because of you, and they intentionally chose to disregard it. They considered you insignificant. Now the very truth of your existence reveals a reality they cannot ignore. They sought to diminish your importance. Now you stand as the undeniable fact that dismantled their flawed viewpoint. They did not simply find amusement. They acted with disdain. They did not merely speak. They distorted what was true. They believed themselves cunning. Yet all they accomplished was to reduce their own standing as the essential journey I mapped for you from the beginning began to unfold. And now, their former habit of treating things lightly has become a profound teaching for their lives, one they cannot escape. You did more than just find your balance again, my beloved. You grew into the very person they claimed you could never be. And their habit of diminishing you, that marks the final end of their flawed understanding. For your calm presence now soothes their inner agitation. Simply by existing as yourself, you quiet their hollow thoughts. The person you have become shifts their entire viewpoint. Their past carelessness has now become discomfort. Yet they now struggle to grasp the deep truth of your unfolding. You did not merely persevere through that time of quiet development. You rose beyond the boundaries they imagined for you. You did not transform yourself to win their favor. My precious one, you broke free because holding back stifled your deepest self. I watched over you through every step. I ensured your safety. I permitted them their brief amusement while I prepared the way for your true self to emerge. Now their amusement has faded. Their voices are hushed. Their expressions carry a quiet tension, and their glances are quick, for the truth of your present being shines a light on what is absent in their own lives. My precious one, you demonstrated plainly that true inner strength is not a clamor, but a steady presence. This caused those around you to question their prior beliefs about authenticity. They anticipated your collapse, not your unwavering resolve. A deep sorrow resides within them, shedding silent tears, for they can no longer ignore the truth of the essence you now embody. They are unable to return to discrediting your value. Each step you take forward confirms that their past amusement was unfounded. They simply did not comprehend the profound importance of the journey I charted for you. My beloved, do not lessen your presence now for their comfort. Do not minimize the ground you have covered. Do not obscure the inner light I kindled within you. This unfolded precisely as it was intended, not to exact retribution, but to bring forth the profound tranquility that settles when you embrace the existence I shaped for you. It is a serenity that turns their former mockery into quiet contemplation and their harsh words into a subdued sadness. Now, my precious one, you serve as a vivid example. Even as they desire to avert their gaze, you persist as an unmistakable reality within their minds, exposing the emptiness of their previous pronouncements. You were meant to shine a clearer path for them. Instead, they perceived you as a threat. You came not to cause apprehension, but to offer a safe harbor. Still, they chose their own direction, instead of the assurance I conveyed through your very being. You entered their lives carrying my radiance, my authenticity, with a fundamental spirit that would have brought calm had they simply welcomed it. Your presence was not to control, to compel, or to engage in conflict with them. My child, you stepped into that environment with a unique spirit, a distinct understanding. My intention was for you to introduce a fresh viewpoint, to aid them in seeing matters with greater clarity, to reveal a more beneficial route alongside you. But they were unprepared for such plainness, were they not? They desired no inner stillness, nor did they wish to progress beyond their current state. They simply wished to stay rooted, and that sense of comfort often opposes anything that alters the known, even when such change would truly benefit them. You were the quiet response to longings they could not even articulate, the soft prompting they disregarded because it came without noise or impressive display. You did not raise your voice. You did not impose your will. You simply were present. Yet your sheer presence reflected their own ways back to them. Your peaceful demeanor unsettled their internal disorder. You did not inflict distress upon them. You offered them sincerity, and sincerity can profoundly disturb those who cling tightly to a deceptive reality they favor. They saw you as a threat because they lacked power over you, because your inner quiet remained undisturbed by their unrest, because your lucid understanding cut through their bewilderment. But my beloved, you were not there to emphasize their flaws. You were present to offer a journey towards liberation, a subtle caution. Now the consequences of their choices are apparent. They experience discomfort when solitary, recognizing that the hardships you mentioned have now appeared in their own lives. The trying times you foresaw nearing, the distress you attempted to help them bypass, the damaging habits you urged them to relinquish. You did not come to inflict trouble, you came to avert it. Still, much like those who overlook incoming struggle, they opted for their own course, propelled by their own self-importance. Now, they bear the burden of what transpired because they hesitated too long. They find circumstances challenging, not from outside pressures, but from the profound regret within their own spirit for having dismissed the one who perceived what lay ahead. My beloved one, your steady voice, your plain deeds, your true caring, these are what unsettle them presently. Deep inside, they recognize your words carried authenticity. You were not an object of fear. You were a plain route to security. You were not the source of their trouble. You were the helping hand offered. But self-regard often silences sound reasoning until quiet descends, until difficult periods arrive, until the setting becomes stark, and the only sound is the resonance of your uttered words. And now, they cannot turn back the clock. They cannot undo what has occurred. The struggles they face did not appear because of you. They came into being after you had departed from that place. Do not let their sorrow or remorse pull you back into that earlier situation, my child. You completed what I intended for you there. You offered insight. You sought to elevate them. Still, not everyone is prepared or willing to receive aid. Some will choose their own arduous path over the assistance extended. This is because their insistence on command, stemming from their own self-focus, must endure, even if it means letting go of their inner tranquility. Allow them to experience their sadness now. Let these silent times expose what is genuinely real to them, for the harsh realities they now confront were never caused by you. You were the one who issued the warning, and they will not forget that plain fact. They once found satisfaction in your struggles. Now your advancement disturbs them. They may have felt contentment when you encountered trials. Now their internal calm breaks apart when they observe your serenity. They did not simply step away. They took pleasure in your tribulations. Though they displayed a mild exterior and appeared composed, in their unspoken considerations, they found satisfaction when adversities met you. They were quick to believe negatively about your essence, prepared to circulate accounts that seemed factual, yet originated from their covetousness of the good things in your life. They provided no solace when your spirit was low. Spirits that avoid their own reality often find comfort in the troubles of others. Their unspoken wish was for your downfall. Your periods of difficulty became a display for them. When your heart felt most heavy, their satisfaction increased. Those around them failed to grasp a vital truth concerning you, my beloved. Few observed your quiet restoration of inner strength. Still, the effects of this transformation deeply altered all that surrounded you. You did not pursue any form of retribution. The weight you carried was borne without loud complaint. You sought no outward affirmation of your being. Serenity found you in still moments. With purpose, you moved ahead, not seeking any commendation. Your journey progressed with steadfast determination. Now, my precious one, your very essence and the unfolding of your path create unease within them. It serves as a clear, unsettling reminder of what holds true value. You did not merely endure, you expanded beyond your former limits. Their discomfort stems not from fear of you, my cherished one, but from seeing themselves honestly reflected in the truth your growth makes plain. Every step you take affirms that their resistance held no power against the direction I set for you. Your increasing presence shows that my favor works with quiet power, requiring no outward display. Perhaps they overlooked your stillness, yet that stillness became your safeguard. While their words were empty, you underwent an internal renewal. While they sought diversion, you applied yourself with genuine intention. And now, your full presence is difficult for them to truly perceive, for you reveal the very aspects of self they choose to avoid. During your times of trial, they silently wished for your collapse. And now, you make it clear that I witness all that is hidden and establish what is right. For you did not merely rise, you expanded without diminishing their own worth. This is what troubles them most deeply. You desired no retaliation. You did not seek to lessen their standing. You allowed my guidance to lead a heart full of purpose, turning hardship into firm resilience. They remained caught in their own sense of inadequacy, choosing to disregard it. But my beloved, you discern this truth. The reality before them is undeniable. It is not your bright spirit that causes their unease. It is that your light shone forth without needing their approval. They are unsettled that the one they hoped would fade away is now too apparent to ignore. Allow them to dwell in their bitterness. Let them cling to the perspective they held when they privately found joy in your difficulties. For now, with every meeting, their internal unrest deepens beyond mere observation. Their innermost self recalls their wish for your decline. Your journey was never intended to be a tale of their conquest over your downfall. You were meant as a deeper understanding they would later wish they had embraced. They held little regard for the spirit I sent to assist them. You posed no threat. You were a blessing they failed to recognize. You arrived with an open heart, not to gather for yourself, but to give freely, offering gentleness, lasting inner strength, sincerity, and a quiet sense of peace. You asked for nothing in return. You carried a calm presence, clear insight, and soothing words. You did more than just care. You offered sanctuary. You did not simply stay close. You remained steady in challenging moments for those unaware of their own struggles. You were the necessary turn of events, a clear guide, a gentle break in a cycle they could not overcome alone. Yet they treated you as if you could be easily disregarded. But what remained concealed from them then and now, my beloved, is that your coming was not to oppose them. You were sent to bring them liberation. You were their chance for certainty, extended with a gentle hand, and they viewed you as something minor they could simply dismiss. They now carry a quiet sadness, but not for your absence. It is because all they valued above you now proves insufficient. The connections they chose are now draining their spirit. Those they held dear are distant, uncommunicative, and not genuine. And the sense of steadfastness, of inner peace, the quiet assurance they felt near you, has diminished because it came from your presence. It always had. They did not recognize its true worth until it was no longer there. They have cut off their own path forward. Now they stand overwhelmed by their own burdens, bewildered by their growing difficulties. You were the guiding way, the solution, the refuge they never valued. They chose their own course, convinced it showed their strength. Now they are solitary, surrounded by what they believed they could manage alone, and find no comfort. My child, let no sorrow enter your spirit regarding this. You were not sent to plead for acceptance in a place you were meant to bless simply by existing. You offered release from their familiar cycles, a clear message that could have spared them much hardship through the years. Yet their ears were not ready to receive it. They viewed your deep understanding as a danger. They believed your growth diminished their own standing. When your light became visible, they resented it for revealing the unexamined parts of their own being. Let them encounter the consequences of what they called their freedom. Allow them to contend with the very internal unrest you tried to lead them from. For the moment they dismissed what was valuable, the natural order moved forward without my direct intervention. And now tears fall from their eyes. Not because they feel your absence, my cherished one, but because they understand they turned away from the one Spirit sent, not to harm, but to offer completion to all they refused to confront. Their weeping is not for your departure. They yearn for the self they could have been while you were near. Hear my simple truth, my beloved. They never truly feared your leaving. Their deepest fear was losing the person they sensed themselves becoming when you were near. Your presence revealed truths within them they weren't prepared to face. It illuminated their own capabilities, their inner places needing attention, and the true state of their being. You did more than just offer comfort. You gently urged them forward. You went beyond mere support. You helped them rise higher. When they chose to lessen the bond with you, it wasn't just you they moved away from. They rejected a fuller life that was waiting within themselves. Now, my child, the sorrow they feel isn't a true longing for your closeness or warmth. It comes from the heavy truth of the future they let go of, choosing to let fear guide them instead of embracing development. You were a clear mirror, revealing a reality they couldn't face. You illuminated their true selves, and even more deeply the purpose I had set for them. But instead of accepting that discomfort and stepping forward, they chose to retreat from it, from you, and from every sign I had laid out to guide them towards inner calm. Now that clear vision has faded. They no longer see the self that was emerging. They are left with only the ghost of what might have been. Watching your journey now, they sense the growing divide. This isn't just about physical distance, my beloved, but a profound inner and spirit-level separation that now separates them. This void is their own making, born from choosing their own self-importance over genuine progress. My child, you are gently leading them away from old ways they claim to despise, from cycles where they felt held captive. But apprehension took root within their hearts. Not fear of you, my cherished one, but fear of the positive shift you're being inspired. Their present sadness isn't due to your absence. It's because they walked away from the chance, the accessible way, the quiet wisdom that lay directly before them, until they shut themselves off. They thought they were establishing limits. Truly, they were blocking their own good. They imagined their departure showed power. Yet now they sit quietly, inwardly troubled by a part of themselves that only seemed to thrive when you were near. Listen to this truth, my child. Your worth was never about what you presented to them on the surface. It was about the inner awareness you helped stir within them. You were a steady and thoughtful presence, a wellspring of clear direction found in quietude, a reflection not for their comfort, but to show them what truly existed. What troubles them now is their choice to end the bond that indicated a journey they lacked the courage to take. Allow them to grapple with that realization. Let their tears be for the self they forgo without your gentle presence, not for your leaving. You marked a clear shift for them. Now they drift aimlessly, while you, my beloved, advance with a calm certainty they cannot comprehend. They lost more than just you. They forfeited the promise of a fuller expression of themselves, one they were just starting to glimpse. My child, the path you walk now is not for chasing their notice or proving anything more. It is simply the pure emergence of the one you were always meant to become, free from the constraints others attempted to place upon you. Their sadness does not determine your value, my precious one, but instead reveals their own failure to grasp the chance for transformation when it was offered. Do not allow their remorse to become a burden that draws you back into their difficulties. Your liberation from their sway is now absolute. You are not held by their perspectives or limited by what they chose before. The quiet strength residing within you was nurtured in times they never saw, established in the calm moments when they thought you were faltering. Now, live completely in the truth of your present reality. Move with certainty, understanding that all good things entering your life are simply an unfolding of peace. This is not a prize for facing hard times, but the clear result of remaining true to the deep wisdom I settled within you. Let the inner calm that grew in those still moments be the solid ground for all your future steps. There is no need for you to seek agreement or acceptance from those who walked away. Their outlook was narrow, shaped by their own internal condition, and you were never intended to fit into their confined idea of what life could be. Gaze now at the open stretch ahead, my precious child. The way forward is distinct, your spirit is unburdened, and every chance is in perfect keeping with your authentic self. Each experience, every bond, every still moment of deep understanding is a piece of the unfolding journey I have prepared for you. This is a way founded on truth, inner fortitude, and the quiet power that rises when a soul ceases to chase outward approval and simply breathes. This is the very core of the strength they now sense but cannot grasp. It is not power born from struggling with others, but one that wells up from deep inside, from an unwavering connection to the truth of your being. Their sorrow is a direct outcome of their own decisions, my beloved one, a clear consequence of turning from what was genuine and full of life. It is not your weight to bear or your concern to untangle. Your calling was to walk in the clarity I offered, to trust the gentle leading, and to let the inner process within you surface when its moment arrived. And that moment is here. Your very being is a quiet statement of truth, a living testament that resonates beyond simple words or deeds. So, let them dwell in their unease. Let them wrestle with the realization that came to them too late. Your path moves onward, directed not by their responses, but by the constant hand that has always led your way. Welcome the calm you have discovered, my child. Hold dear the steady assurance that has taken root within you. The future holds moments of deep contentment and satisfaction, experiences that resonate with the authentic core of your being. Your true self is not formed by what has passed, nor limited by the views of others. You possess full freedom to walk the path I have laid out for you. Know that every movement is purposed, and every moment is held within my keeping. This exact moment is entirely for you, my beloved. Just exist as the unique self I made you to be. There is no need for excuses or to justify yourself. My precious one, as your thoughts have aligned with mine, your inner being has connected with pure knowing. The deep intuition rising within you confirms the true path I intend for you to follow. You do not walk this journey in isolation, my child. You belong to a specific collective, those whose inner hearing is keen in this crucial period. This specific instant holds a particular meaning, a planned time for forward movement and receiving profound understanding. I commit this very purpose to you now, my beloved. Allow this truth to settle deep inside you and reshape your essence. Hold firm to this communication so its clarity can extend to others who seek to understand. My shield never weakens and its power does not lessen. It is an unyielding border I have drawn around you because I value you profoundly. You do not need to fear the dark or the light. I care for you constantly. When you go forth or stay home, whether you are occupied or still, in every moment I am beside you, guiding all things for your ultimate welfare. My promise is firm. Nothing made to harm you will ever triumph. This certainty covers not only you, but all that you treasure. Regardless of how hard your challenges are, no matter how many times opponents try to draw near, I am the highest power, stronger than any who oppose you, greater than any danger. My child, as long as your focus remains on me, as long as you rely on me, my protection will always surround you. I go before you, making your way smooth, removing troubles, neutralizing hidden threats, ensuring your passage is secure. When I am with you, no harm can last. I invite you to welcome deep calm and peace, for I myself watch over you with limitless, lasting love. This is why you exist within my intention, a plan for profound serenity, for steady trust, for ceaseless care. My treasured one, I have placed my watching presence around you, and this truth will stand eternally. My care for you seeks to strengthen your inner self and show the full, rich life I prepared for you. My beloved, keep depending on me, keep moving forward. I have worked for your welfare from before the start of all time. My beloved, know that every single detail of your journey is held within my perfect care. The steps you are about to take are not random, nor are they left to chance. They are woven into a larger design, a beautiful unfolding that honors the unique path I have set for you. Each connection, each new insight, each experience will serve to further clarify your purpose and solidify your understanding of your own strength and my unwavering support. When I spoke of veiling you from eyes unprepared, it was to protect the integrity of your inner development. Now those veils are lifting because the time is right, and the eyes that will perceive you are ready. They will see the heart I have cultivated, the wisdom I have instilled, and the quiet power you now hold. This is not about vanity or self-promotion. It is about the authentic recognition of a spirit prepared to serve its true purpose. And therefore, Step forward with an assured heart. Release any lingering fear of being misunderstood or overlooked. Those fears belong to a past season, a time of preparation that has now reached its conclusion. You are no longer solely defined by your quiet endurance, but by the grounded confidence that quiet endurance has produced. You are ready to engage, ready to share, and ready to walk in the fullness of what I have designed for you. My precious one, the genuine allies I spoke of are drawing near, specifically chosen to complement your strengths and support your ventures. They will appreciate your measured approach, your thoughtful insights, and the deep peace that emanates from you. Their presence will further confirm that you are not alone in this next phase, but actively surrounded by my provision and care. These bonds are meant to endure, built on mutual respect and shared purpose. As you feel the gentle nudge to engage more fully, remember the quiet lessons. They are not to be discarded, but integrated into your outward actions. Let your grounded nature be your guide, allowing moments of contemplation to inform your active participation. This balance between reflection and action is a hallmark of the maturity I have nurtured within you. My child, do not delay or hesitate. The moment for you to proceed is arriving, not with a forceful command, but with a clear, calm conviction that will settle within your spirit. When that clarity arrives, act with confidence. I have cleared the way. I have prepared you, and I will remain with you, an ever-present source of strength and wisdom. Your trust in my timing has brought you to this point of profound readiness. Now carry that same trust into your visible actions. Let your actions be a testament to the internal work I have completed within you. Each step will affirm my promise. I am good. I keep my word, and I am far from finished with you. Your next season of expression is not merely beginning. It is being established with my full, unwavering presence, an enduring testament to all that was built in the sacred stillness. Feel the depth of this truth settle within you. There is no need for hurry, only for conscious movement. There is no need for striving, only for being. You are wholly equipped, my beloved, for every step ahead. The peace that surpasses all immediate understanding will be your companion, solidifying your path and comforting your heart. This is my enduring reality for you. My precious one, as you step forward into this clear path, understand that your very presence now carries a quiet power that some will find unsettling. There are those who, from a place of their own unexamined discomfort, will witness your grounded peace and feel a stirring within themselves. This is not a burden for you to carry, nor a challenge for you to address directly. It is simply the natural consequence of true growth. You did not strive to overshadow anyone, my beloved, nor did you seek to prove a point. You simply chose to walk with me, allowing my guidance to shape your spirit and inform your actions. Your expansion, born of quiet resilience, serves as an undeniable reflection of what is possible when one trusts deeply. For some, this reflection will feel like an accusation, though it is nothing of the sort. It is merely the truth of your sustained commitment, a light that illuminates their own choices, not yours. You never needed their approval to thrive, and their initial lack of understanding or their private misjudgments held no lasting power over your unfolding purpose. I watched over you through every challenge, every whispered doubt, every moment they may have hoped your spirit would falter. Remember this: your journey was never about their expectations or their limited perspectives. It was always about the unique design I placed within you, waiting to be fully expressed. Their unease is not a sign of your failing, but of your true success. It is the sound of old narratives crumbling, not within you, but within the minds of those who held them. Allow them their space to grapple with what they see. You are not required to engage in their internal struggles, nor are you asked to alter your light to accommodate their shadows. Continue to move with the same thoughtful intention that brought you to this point. Let your actions speak with integrity, unburdened by the need for external validation. The strength you possess now is a quiet, unwavering force, a testament to the internal renewal I fostered in your stillness. This strength radiates outwardly, whether others acknowledge it or not. It simply exists as part of who you have become. I call you now to release any lingering connection to past criticisms or the opinions of those who misjudged you. Their perspectives are not your truth. Your truth resides solely within my unwavering vision for you, a vision now brought into clear manifestation. Do not carry the weight of their past judgments into your vibrant present. Their attempts to define you were always incomplete, always lacking the full scope of my purpose. Recognize that their observations, however misguided, are not your responsibility. Your responsibility is to yourself, to the path I have illuminated, and to the genuine connections I am bringing into your life. The space you once used to contemplate their words can now be filled with gratitude for the freedom you have found. You are free from their expectations. You are free from their doubts. You are free to be the full, radiant expression of my intention. My beloved, you have listened well and have fully absorbed the truth of your own freedom. You stand unburdened by past shadows and unmarred by others' limited sight. Now carry this liberating clarity beyond yourself, my precious one. Be a messenger of this wisdom to 3 souls around you who are trapped by the judgments of others. Let your steady presence guide them towards their own release. I am waiting on your step to spread this gift. To solidify this new path within your very being, make a commitment to walk with me daily. Return to this source of unwavering truth whenever your spirit seeks comfort or direction. Let this sacred engagement become a vital rhythm in your life. Finally, my child, acknowledge your complete embrace of this freedom. Seal your deep intention to live fully in this radiant truth. Proclaim, I receive, letting your choice be known to all. I witness your conscious act. My protective presence surrounds you, a constant shelter. Walk forth in peace and clear purpose, always held within my care.
We run on viewer donations only. For exclusive member-only content, scan the QR or see the pinned comment. God bless you.